frankly.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you know that reference? Do you know that pop culture reference?
I know John Malkovich. He's a badass dude.
Did you watch Being John Malkovich?
No, I haven't.
That's because you're living Being Anton Jackson.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
What's up? How's everybody doing? Hi, Peter Petropoulos is in the studio. Don't be afraid to speak right into the mic there. Right there. Peter.
Hello.
His daughter Maya's joining us in Listen Vision Live, and Anton and I are just filling in with some jive turkey and some great 10 Tiger food because Mark and Kelly are running the elves, and the elves are very busy.
I feel you.
Yeah, I'm glad you do. And yet your hands on me. How is that? It's psychic. I'm so psychic I need out of bodyguards. That's the truth of it. All right, that kind of maybe sounded like I objectified you. I didn't mean to do that.
It's all good.
But you are very cool.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Dude, all right, have a seat. Put the mic in the
Absolutely.
stand.
Let's do it.
Let's do this. Let's get down and let's get funky, people. All right. So, are there any foodies in Washington, D.C.? Don't answer. You don't have to answer that or get up from your sofas, because I know there are. Maya, are you a foodie? Peter?
Yeah.
All right. I brought everyone at Listen Vision Studio food from my new favorite restaurant just up the street on Georgia Avenue, 10 Tigers Parlor. Screw Hooters. Hooters. We went to Hooters, and I tried to purchase the liberation and freedom of all the female waitresses, but I could not. But 10 Tigers, all the women are liberated and enjoying themselves up there. Men, too, they just had a UK house music DJ in the house last night. And this food is out of sight, Anton. So first thing I want to do on the show today is thank Anton Jackson for helping me out with the red carpet for the Pussy Galore comedy tour.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome. It was a fun time.
Good. I think is your mic getting is Jay? Jay is our DJ today. Jacob is not here. Jay is filling in for Jacob, I believe. Is that correct? Oh, you're here permanently now. All right. Well, let's roll a show with Jay, shall we? Or roll a Jay during the show. A friend with weed is a friend indeed, since we are legal here in Washington, D.C. This is the Pink Fox Podcast. We focus on pop culture and a little bit of cannabis, now in Zen, but only responsibly. All right, so what I have here for us, Anton, are you comfortable, dude?
Yeah, I'm great.
All right, you are great. I got edamame with coconut and garlic here, and I have some sticky buns with pork, and I have some noodles. And I am a sucker for the coconut edamame. Do you want to give that a try?
Yeah, sure.
I don't. Maya, I welcome you to come by and take this over here to this part of the studio, dear. Everyone say hello to my friend Maya. She's coming around the corner. Yeah, come around this way. Pass it over here. Nice nail polish. What did you ask, Anton?
You said 10 Tigers?
Yeah, 10 Tigers Parlor on Georgia Avenue in D.C.
They make some good food.
Yeah, they do. Paris and Rallo Boykins are doing their Love and Laughter show, I believe, this Sunday, but you can go to 10tigersdc.com and check out their schedule. They have parties. They're baby family friendly during the day. They'll start brunches in August, and I'm obviously a huge fan. So, yay.
That's awesome.
And you're the man for stepping in with me, so I have someone to talk to aside from everyone out there. What's been going on with you, Anton? You got any news for us?
Yeah, I started a YouTube channel, that was been pretty cool.
Dude, you started a YouTube channel.
I know, man, where it's crazy,
Oh, bro, like right up here.
Right
I know. I'm an old 70s girl. I do the high five. I don't know. We can do the fist bump to be intergenerational. Some people go like this and do the glitter hands, but we can't talk all the languages all the time.
Right.
What is the name of your channel, bro?
It's real easy. The Anton Jackson Show on YouTube.
Oh, the
Pretty
Anton
awesome.
Jackson
Exactly,
Show. How often do you come out with a show, Anton?
I've been doing things about once a week. I like to watch TV and stuff and talk about it and things
I
like
do
that.
too. What's your favorite show, Anton?
Real big Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul fan. It's pretty awesome. I love to talk about that stuff.
I love Bob.
Yes.
We love the Bob.
Odenkirk.
Bob
Oh,
Odenkirk.
man. Mr. Show.
Oh, he is Mr. Show. He is wonderful comedian. He is great to other comedians. He's a comedian. Peter, Maya, do you have any favorite shows that you like to watch?
I've been watching Shameless.
Oh, speaking to the mic, darling, don't be afraid. Be shameless.
Shameless.
Oh, I don't know anything about Shameless. What is that?
It's like a kind of weird family in like the south side of Chicago.
Weird family. Can't relate to that.
It's kind of funny.
Cool. On the south side of Chicago?
Yeah.
What's weird about the family?
Well, I mean, like the dad's kind of like an alcoholic who kind of
Kind of like an alcoholic. Oh, now I know the show.
Yeah.
I know the show. It's a Netflix show. It has an Oscar winner playing the dad. Jay, do you know that actor's name?
William H. Macy.
That's why you have the YouTube channel, William H. Macy. Yeah, very good. I love the Game of Thrones. That's my favorite show.
That's good stuff.
It is good stuff. It's good bloody stuff.
Yeah.
It must be like the English colonist in me or the Irish Italian blood, but I just love a good bloody battle.
Yeah.
And I love a mass murderer every now and then. On TV.
On TV.
Killing people. Yeah, TV. Game of Thrones, not Game of Drones. So many people try to play God. And apparently only one person succeeds, but I don't know. There's a lot of propaganda out there, a lot of misinformation. I don't know. Those who know don't say. Those who say don't know. Jay, do you have a favorite TV show that you like?
At the current moment, I'm watching House of Cards.
House of Cards. Very good. I was on House of Cards. I was an extra on the set.
Very cool.
And it was very exciting. It was during the big debate, and I got picked to be a Frank Underwood fan.
Awesome.
And I really enjoyed that. I got to watch Kevin Spacey act for like 4 hours.
Like Donald Trump.
And act like Donald Trump. Now, Peter's known me for a long time. We've been friends for about 20 years now. Yeah, get comfortable with the mic.
Bring it on over here.
Bring it on right in your face,
Yeah.
like you're licking ice cream.
Oh, my.
I know.
I hope it's pistachio.
Oh, is that the favorite family flavor? I do like the pistachio.
Anyway, I don't have a TV show right now because I've been too busy working.
What have you been
I've
working
been
on?
hanging out with movie stars.
I've been seeing that you
Yeah,
have the
that's
hot. Yeah, nice.
That's right.
I like your hard hat.
Academy Award winners.
All
and
right.
TV superstars.
Nice.
As I am delivering electric bikes around the city.
What, delivering electric bikes around the
Electric
city.
Bicycles.
You're
right.
just what? You're just giving them
Dropping
out.
them
You're
off.
like the
Well-
electric bike ferry.
People give me something in return.
Oh, they're renting them from
Yes, they rent them. Sometimes they even buy them.
you. Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
I've always wanted to have an electric bike. I understand that they save mileage.
Yeah, they're great. I just rode mine out to Laurel yesterday to pick up a car.
Laurel, Maryland, all the way
Laurel,
out there,
Maryland.
man.
Yeah, from here.
And how fast can those things go, baby?
Up to 30 miles an hour.
Wow.
That is
is
sweet
awesome.
and sexy.
Yeah, and I even got ones that go 50, 60 miles an hour. But
Hot
you have to
doggity.
pass a test.
Ooh, I love passing tests. Everyone in DC loves passing tests. We
Sessions
recommend
is
studying
passing
for 40 hours. Well, I don't know if Sessions is going to pass
I hope he
every
does.
test. Jefferson Beauregard session. I hope he passes my test, which would be eating weed brownies with John McCain. I hope to have some weed brownies delivered to John McCain's office. I'm going to close these up because we're going to pass these out in a minute. But I've got big news. I've got big TV news. I've got big watching news. I'm very excited. Jay, is it possible that we can get on the internet and look up Underbelly Blues, the trailer, and I'll deliver the new... One word, Underbelly Blues, and then there should be a trailer. There should be 1 or 2 trailers.
From 2012?
Sure, why not? 2012. Let's bring up that one and. All right, yeah. Okay, so let me introduce this to you and you.
Absolutely.
I'm really excited to be bringing everyone the news on the Pink Fox podcast. that I am joining the ranks of Peter Petropoulos' famous movie Friends as the second movie I have produced and acted in.
Very cool.
Dropped to Amazon Prime.
There you go.
Badass.
I watched Game of Thrones, and as soon as I finished, as luck would have it, the news dropped that my movie came out. I didn't believe it. I looked it up. My name was in Hollywood Reporter, but more importantly, it was in Hollywood Reporter directly across from a picture of a White Walker. I love the White Walkers. Have you seen the White Walkers? Not everyone is as excited as me about the White Walkers. I know that the White Walkers are evil and they're zombies, but the head White Walker has really high cheekbones and looks like the skeleton from the Iron Maiden albums. And there's a little like Billy Idol, David Bowie thing going on with the shade of the eyes and the features on the hair. I was very excited because that's my favorite show, Game of Thrones. And so, if you are a member of Amazon Prime, or if you'd like to, Amazon Prime is running like a 30-day free trial, which always gives a college kid and starving artist a smile.
Absolutely.
Certainly does for me, because I'm still waiting to be paid. This movie I produced with Quentin Tarantino's father, Tony, and it is a tribute to all the Quentin Tarantino movies in one hideous summer goofball piece of floof that you can eat like a pink fox candy. Let's roll that, Jay.
You can call me Mr. Smith. You can call me Mr. Weston.
Hey, my man's I ran out of gas. You need to help a brother out? Why don't you hop on in, compadre?
Thanks.
Are you sure this way to the gas station?
This is just a little shortcut. We'll be there in no time at all.
Out of all the cars you get in this mother... Yo, man.
Step out of the truck, please.
Can I tell you something that I've never told anyone before?
Tell me anything you want, sweetie.
Come first thing tomorrow morning, my ship is coming in.
What's happening tomorrow morning?
10 million little things in a briefcase. If you're not ready to die, don't wear a badge. And if you're not ready to kill, don't take up a life of crime.
Now just hold real still, amigo. I don't want to ruin this nice little manicure of yours.
I told you, if these go south, show ass.
There's a guy here, man. Look, I don't know how to help me.
He's coming back. What do I do?
Why, everyone? Because we love baking soda! Yes! Again. Captain Rack!
I'm so
Oh, God, it hurts so bad.
Well, you shot yourself. It's not supposed to feel good.
I brought you science, my friend.
I am cooking meth here, you drunk! It was supposed to be a simple in and out. You turned into the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, come on. Let's not exaggerate, Dutch. There were no chainsaws involved this time. $10 million on a silver platter.
From the father of the director of Pulp Fiction. See this movie, or I'm gonna kill your whole family.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Underbelly Blues.
I'm really proud of it.
That
Thank
is
you.
awesome, man.
Thank
that is
you.
So cool. So what character do you play? I saw you in that big blonde
Yeah,
wig.
I was in the big. It's a pink wig. I play Madam X.
Madam X.
She's a Jewish mother dominatrix, and she has a troubled son that she takes care of, and who still lives at home because he's a pickpocket, and he hasn't really graduated to the electronic age of hacking. He's a dinosaur, if you will, because nobody carries money in their wallets anymore. So.
Very cool. Who else is in the movie with you?
I'm so excited to talk about this, Anton. Okay, a lot of stand-up comics that I worked with very closely from the world-famous Comedy Store came together in the Belly Room to create this mostly improvised script off of their talent. We shot it very much like this famous French play, for those of you parts are out there, called La Ronde. And somebody enters, do you know that? Do you know that
Not
piece?
Too familiar with it.
Not too familiar. It's a very simple formula that people use a lot. Someone enters a scene, someone leaves a scene, and the action happens.
Very cool.
And so I worked with Comedy Store regular P.J. Stansberry. Seamus Reed stars in it. Emily Wilson stars in it as Lucy. She was very hard to cast. We had to go to a lot of strip clubs to look for Lucy, and we were lucky to find Miss Emily Wilson, who actually coaches pole dancing and uses it as a source of feminist empowerment. We went and we worked with... there are so many people in the movie. Jamar Malachi Neighbors, who did the red carpet with me at Comics Without Borders at the Laugh Factory on Sunset Strip, plays a rapper whose hit album is called Thugnorant. And Thugnorant, yes. And Phil Messerer directed the work. I came aboard in the very beginning, and then it just kind of took off from there.
That is very cool. The production value looked pretty awesome.
It's really exciting. It's the biggest budget that I have ever worked with on a production team. It was about $250,000 before we sold it to Industry Work. It took 6 years for it to drop. So that's why I'm still walking around like a White Walker in shock of my own work getting out there. But don't give up on your dreams. That's what I have to say about that. That is what I have to say about that. You stay focused and you build the momentum. They always talk about an overnight success.
Right.
I'll tell you how long it takes to make an overnight success. 20 years. And then one night, boom, success. How about them apples? 4 eyes on the prize. But wait, I have Maryland shades too. My future's bright.
Absolutely. That's some good advice for the kids out there.
Thank you. I can see that your future's bright too, Anton. What advice do you have for the kids out there?
Just don't care.
No,
Don't care.
I think that's great advice. Yeah. DC stands for don't care.
Don't care so much.
Don't care so much.
Yeah. Don't
care so much for Jeff Sessions. Don't care so much for Donald Trump. Don't become attached. Take it easy. EC. My initials are Elizabeth Croydon. EC does it. EC does it. That was good advice, Peter. So I had a very successful day. There is something coming up that is just as exciting to me because I am a longtime art supporter here in Washington, D.C., and that is Story District. Have you heard of it?
Not too familiar. I would love to hear about it.
I think you should hear about it, Anton, because Amy Sedman runs it. She's been running it in D.C. for 20 years. They're having their 20th anniversary September 23rd at the Lincoln Theater. And what they do is preserve the oral tradition of storytelling and passing along personal experiences. And they will be at the Lincoln Theater September 23rd. I went to the audition to tell a story. I told the story of Jimi Hendrix and the bong. And I ran into comedian and grassroots comedy producer Chris Blackwood there, who is running an open mic occasionally at the Beer Baron, Bierbaron. It would be great if we could cut to, all of these set up established contact infos, like 10 Tigers Food, which incidentally is what smells so good. I want you to dig into this noodle dish with me. But you can go to 10 Tigers, clearly is how it's spelled, TenTigers. That was my second movie that got distributed.
Very cool.
I'm really psyched because everything should be easier now. I did make a first movie. Peter, do you remember that movie? Washington Interns Gone Bad?
Yeah, that was my favorite movie until this next one you made.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's my favorite movie. As a whole, because, that budget that we did, the production quality, I don't know if I got this out talking with you, that production quality cost us about $250,000. We had the color corrected at Technicolor, or Phil Messerer did. We were really excited when Quentin Tarantino's dad came aboard. That was tight. But I have another movie that I made before that called Washington Interns Gone Bad. And Jay, maybe you could enter that into the YouTuber and we could pull up the first episode and let me know when we have that. I made this movie for $1,000 way back in 2002 with Jay Buckley. And it is rumored that our opening sequence inspired House of Cards. And we have it available, unlike the Amazon Prime movie, which is $10 if you want to buy it, I think $3 if you want to rent it, and then if you sign up for the 30-day Amazon Prime trial, free of charge. I think you can rent it free of charge, or I don't know, because I'm a poor, starving, independent artist that puts all of her pennies into hiring other artists. So I have no idea how much it costs to be on Amazon Prime. I can only afford Netflix. I can't even see my own movie. So please invest in my next movie. I'm working right now on a documentary about the DC comedy scene.
Absolutely. You should tell us more about that.
I would like to ask you to tell us more about that. You were on the red carpet at the Beer Baron.
I was.
Tell us about that.
It was pretty awesome. DC is a real burgeoning comedy location. It's a pretty awesome place.
It is a pretty awesome place. I had a great time watching you and Johnny Simpson on the red carpet with Reed Kelly. Someone was using a screwdriver as a microphone. I thought that was hip. Very George Romero, low budget, like the movie Jay is queuing up shortly. You can watch this Washington Interns Gone Bad for free on the YouTube. Like, you can catch up with all of the Listen Vision episodes that this studio puts out. We've got the Pink Fox show Saturday. You've got the Phone Homie show on Sunday. I know that Ash and then Ashley, speaking of Ashley, have I introduced you to Ashley yet? Have you come out to one of her shows?
Possibly.
She does a Tuesday night party called Sesh.
Okay.
And she's taking her show, Prohibition 420, the party, the advocacy panel, to Atlanta, Georgia, October 13th to 14th, or October 13th through the 15th, pardon me. And I am part of that panel, very proud to be part of that panel. I see that Jay has said we've got the trailer downloaded. This is the cult movie that basically helped my no-budget career explode on to DC. George Bush got elected in 2000, and I was working on a movie in Studio 2412 when Jason Buckley asked me to be part of this movie, which was inspired by women dancing on the tabletops of Madam's Organ Saloon. Which Haywood Turnipseed Jr. and Alon New, the man who knows, hosts the comedy there every Monday. That's where I go to work out. You should come there too and work out with me, Anton.
Absolutely.
So I'm told that this may have inspired the opening sequence to House of Cards. Take a look at my no-budget movie I did for $1,000 called Washington Interns Gone Bad.
Honey, we're really gonna miss you this summer. Oh, Mom.
Now, you be careful down there.
Dad, I'll be fine.
A congressional internship is no place for...
And Senate.
Well, hon, I'm just concerned because of all of these interns that have been in the news lately.
Daddy, I have a college education. I'll be safe.
We had to cut back. I shot that. And Senator Santorum could be behind that. Grab the mic there, Pete.
Santorum.
Yeah, remember him?
Congressman, senator.
First to shank him in the gossip columns here.
What was he? What was his nickname?
Ricky, well...
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, what does his nickname mean? I mean, he always went by his last name, Santorum.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
look it up.
Dan
Savage gave him the nickname Santorum and gave the definition of Santorum to the American culture. Are you familiar with that, Anton?
I'm familiar with American culture.
Are you familiar with Santorum?
I am familiar with Santorum.
That's good.
Former senator from Pennsylvania.
That's right, the former senator from Pennsylvania. Now, do you know what his last name means?
Santorum. I don't know. It sounds kind of like I don't know, British or something.
Yes, it is very British. It is probably something that many people create and make around the world. You can look up Santorum at home on your computer if you're watching it at home and find out what it means yourself. I'm not going to go into it here. We don't discuss pornographic definitions, but that ought to prompt you at home to get curious. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I tell you.
Amen and women.
Well, I was just told I was texting too much, but I wasn't. I was just looking up some videos.
Oh, what
So
videos were you
ABC
looking up? What were you looking
can't
up?
talk about it.
Okay, all right, yeah. Because of your contracting job with the CIA.
On TV.
Jay is trying to say something to me. I think Jay is saying that he fixed it or that he's rolled another Jay. Either way, I'm very okay with it. Let's roll. Oh, get it? Roll. Ooh.
So can we?
Not just one, but two congressional interns are missing tonight. 25-year-old Philip Seymour, intern for the Republican House Majority Leader, and Amber St. Hubbins, intern for the House Speaker. Both aspiring young politicos, and neither has been seen since last Monday evening.
Now, you be careful down there.
I'm going to work for Congress.
This is Representative Ford Brainston.
I'm going to make a difference.
Now that you're part of the family, you can call me Dad.
Well, then you're going to need this.
Dad!
So let me get this straight. You're an intern for a congressman, and you think individuals can make a difference.
That's how this system really works.
Whatever.
Don't you whatever me. Biatch! Now, you stick with me, and you play the game by my rules. And you're gonna go far.
I know if I had a buck for every time some overprivileged brat got chewed up and spit out by the political machine, I'd be able to retire.
Oh, God! Call me Monica! Call me Monica! Oh! Don't mess my hair! Don't mess my hair!
Very cool. Very cool to see that.
you,
That is
man.
absolutely hilarious.
Thank you.
So who was that character you were playing screaming at that intern and breaking that pencil in her face?
I played the Democratic Chief of Staff in Congressman Dick Ford Brainston's office. And she's a killer. She's a... Yeah, grab that mic, Peter. Don't be afraid to chime in, Mandela.
It's over there, you know.
Nelson Mandela, we had a good time. Oddly enough, the character was also named Elizabeth. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Could be me. Could be a similarity to the character. Those who know don't say. Those who say don't know. I'd like to think that I don't know. I don't want to overthink. I don't know anybody.
And did I see a samurai sword in there, or am I mistaken?
That you did,
Yeah.
man.
Samurai.
Yeah, you saw a katana. There is, in fact, a rumble. My character takes a young Democratic intern under her wing and teaches her the real politics of Washington. And there is a predetermined rumble between the Republicans and the Democrats on the top of an apartment sky building, and I wind up beheading a Republican intern. And using DCMJ, the cannabis organization, head activist Adam Eidinger's political slogan when he ran for shadow rep, 4 eyes on the prize, right before I cut his head off.
That is, it's pretty intense.
Yeah, it does. It
Yeah.
was exciting. We made a little national publicity. I milked a car accident with Senator Rick Santorum. He hit my cab door. He ran his pimped out gold SUV into my cab door and then tried to get me to pay for it as a pedestrian.
That is intense.
It was intense, and his language was very intense. I'm going to save that story for a stand-up comedy gig. Do you have any comedy gigs coming up that you're aware of?
I don't know. I'll be, just probably hitting the open mics and things like that, posting more to YouTube, stuff like that.
Okay,
So,
great.
yeah.
I'm excited to see the Anton Jackson show on YouTube. Do you or Maya have a show, Peter?
Well, Maya's about to get a show, but she may be announcing next show.
Nice.
But right now, we've got the
Wonder Woman movie review by your daughter Maya. Am I right? Can you take that mic out of the holder and give it to your daughter, please? I saw Wonder Woman as well. Okay. Maya, shall I lead you? Is this your first video podcast appearance?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hold the mic like this. It's gonna feel awkward.
Okay.
But it's also think of it like you're holding up your fist to resist.
Okay.
You're leading the revolution. There you go. Okay, Maya, how old are you?
17.
17 years old, and you saw Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me your thoughts.
It annoyed me how it was historically inaccurate.
It annoyed you?
Yeah.
Historical inaccuracy, how so?
I don't know. I just thought it was kind of like it was like kind of cool and all, like the effects and everything, but then like at the end, I don't know if spoilers.
No, go for it.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Like I don't know. Like I feel like Wonder Woman did not end World War I, but maybe
in real life she did not. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe she did, but I don't know.
I don't think that in real life she defeated the God of War Ares. Yeah. I think he's still around. I think that was like just a stunt man that she kills in that movie.
Because then World War II came around. So.
Yeah, man. And then Vietnam.
Yeah.
And now what's going on? We're sending more troops on the 16th
Korea.
anniversary to Afghanistan. And Korea.
Yeah.
Who wants to forget about the Korean War?
It's tough, and it's can't forget about that one.
Yeah.
Isn't Wonder Woman? Y'all heard of ISIS? Almighty ISIS?
Oh yes. Are you talking about the Croft superstar, our ISIS?
Well, I don't know about that one. I'm talking about the ISIS that's like in Egyptian mythology.
Yeah, the Isis goddess. Now, are you talking about like the actual Egyptian goddess Isis, or are you talking about the superhero Isis who appeared at the Croft Superstar Hour in the 1970s with Shazam?
Yeah, that one.
Isis and Shazam.
ISIS. Right on, yeah.
I love that one.
And I think that was a take on the Egyptian
goddess.
Goddess.
Yes,
right.
yes,
and
it is.
It's kind of ironic now that that's who we're fighting in the Middle East.
Oh yeah, I think so too. You know what else is interesting about fighting ISIS in the Middle East is that Hillary Clinton had a cat named Isis. Oh my God. I'm just saying.
Also, I don't know if you're familiar with the TV show Archer, but the agency used to be called ISIS before the bad ISIS came, and they had to change
Very
the name.
interesting.
So, yeah.
My favorite jokes by comedian Alex Starr is, I'd like those ices in my drink, not in my war. And I don't think that I'm quoting him directly, so you can go see his comedy, Alex Starr Productions. But moving right along, just talking about Wonder Woman, and we'll get back, Maya, to your observations, because I think you're right on point regarding historical inaccuracy. Yeah. Is that I dropped in on the Democratic Happy Hour recently and heard Jamie Raskin and Kathleen Matthews talk about the Maryland Democratic Party. And I want to go right back to Wonder Woman. Now, what else? What did you like about the movie, Maya, besides the special effects? Was there something that you liked in the storyline in particular, or about women?
I liked how because in that time period, I guess, like, there's, like, the part where she was, like, wearing something, and the lady was like, oh, you can't wear that, but, like, she was like, why not? And
oh, yes.
I kind of like that, because it's, like, people should just be able to wear what they want.
I think she was wearing her corset underneath her cape at that point in time and hadn't gotten with the fashion yet. Mm-hmm. I like that a lot, too. Did you see the movie?
I have not. I need to, though.
Absolutely. I really liked the movie. Pete, did you see it? Okay, I think Maya is right and all along, and yet I loved it because I've waited so long to see that many women in a stream of movie credits outside of like a Bob Fosse musical from the 30s. I mean, that was really fantastic to see that many women, that many stunt women, that many artistic women on the set. Hats off to the director, and I I have my own critique.
Is it a woman director?
It is a woman director, and I followed her. Thank you, Patty Jenkins. I didn't want to say Patty Jackson and get it wrong, Jay. I was like, oh, God, I've talked myself into a pop culture corner. Play it cool, play it cool. Patty Jenkins directed that, and I love it. I have my own critique, Maya, and I'll tell you, I didn't like the historical inaccuracy either. Now, these ladies are allegedly built and made by clay, and then Zeus breathes into them and they come alive. Yeah. So we've got a blonde-haired, blue-eyed mom with a dark-haired, dark-eyed woman with a different accent than her mother, if I remember correctly.
Noticed that too.
Yes. And then we have some gorgeous African-American Amazons standing around, but none of them have dialogue.
Yeah, I also noticed that.
Did you notice that, Maya?
Definitely.
Yeah, you can't pass anything over on a hip teenager, let me tell you. It made me a little angry, Maya. I felt like my intelligence was a little insulted.
It was kind of upsetting because, like, especially like because it took place in a different time period.
Right.
And like I don't know, it was kind of weird.
It was weird, and for me, Anton, you pipe up after this. For me, it was a little boring because, you know, I've been told in the 70s when I came out watching movies. I mean, I was born, and then I was like, show me The Godfather. And, you know, black women weren't getting a lot of dialogue. And after 20 years of watching this and 20 years of being told diversity is key, I mean, there weren't even any Korean American Amazons. What about that?
No, yeah.
And that's upsetting.
Exactly. We need more Korean Africans, too, and stuff.
Yeah, man. There are whole new races being born. American mutts, man. But these black chicks didn't have any lines. And that's very disappointing to me. So I hope, you know what? You know how they can make it up to me? I just thought of it. They can make it up to me by casting Grace Jones from Conan the Barbarian and from the 80s pop charts of music. If Grace Jones comes back in a Wonder Woman sequel as an Amazon, all is right in the world of diversity. I want Grace Jones, and I don't know my Asian actresses. Is there someone that you really like that you'd like to see play an Amazon?
None come to mind, you know.
Right. Michelle, that chick from Kill Bill, Michelle Lee. Oh, this is terrible. Someone's going to get offended by me now. That's all right. I offend everyone.
It's all good.
Yeah, there's equal offense for everyone. That's true. There should be a new department for the government called the Department of Comedy.
Right.
DC stands for the Department of Comedy. And the District of Comedy Film Festival. There's Grace Jones's Wonder Woman right now. Way to get on that, Jay. Way to get on that. Speaking of Jay, have we rolled one? Yeah, that's excellent. You see, that's why we gave Peter the hard hat, because we're giving him the hard jobs. You can hurt yourself. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at this man. Anton Jackson is out of frame. He is too tall for the room. He's a tall tale. I love it. I'm sorry. No, next time I'll switch up.
It's all good.
It'll be good. Let's see. We got the J going. I was talking about a hard hat. I was saying that the District of Comedy Festival just finished at the Kennedy Center. And what else do we have going on? Let me see if I can bring up a video while we take a little 420 break. Hey, you know what? There is a fabulous music video I really like, Jay. It's called Razzle My Vajazzle by Vanilla Pop, and I played it before on my podcast, Bay, which we should do a news update for, after this break. What's up, Hefe? Hey, the next host is in the house for the video, so we've lit the joint right in time. Razzle My Vajazzle by Vanilla Pop. Now this is another independently produced movie. I think it's pretty groovy. It's out of New Mexico, Taos. It was worked on by Kiki Shakti and Dustin Sweet from Taos, New Mexico, which is the artist colony that Georgia O'Keeffe helped found, and Dennis Hopper continued with his legacy in Taos. And I just love it. It's one of my favorite. Oh, I don't have my flash drive. I have permission to play it, but I don't have my flash drive with it on. Let's see. Hey, let's play. Can't play that. That's really messed up. You know, I just want to take a break and go away from the video. That is the video cast that is live to you, so we can organize a thing or two. And I don't have the flash drive. Jay is going to find something for us because he is an awesome video podcaster, and I can take a minute to have my brain relax. It's just been a crazy past couple of days. I went to the O's game with Christina Payne, the hostess of Ben's Upstairs.
Yes.
Ben's Chili Bowl.
Very cool mic.
Very, very, very cool mic. I liked it a lot. You know, Maya, is it true that you're starting up a show of your own you're thinking about? Maybe, perhaps?
No.
No.
Not true.
And what else do you do besides B-17?
I mostly just like, I guess, I don't know how to do this. I just like hang out with friends, I guess.
Just lean right up on it like a school desk.
Yeah, and I don't know, sometimes I draw, I guess.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. Now, where do you go with your friends when you're hanging?
Driving around a lot or somewhere to eat, like 5 McDonald's a lot, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, you know, they do put sugar in the fries.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. I'm not gonna turn you in for a little corporate sinning. That's cool.
What's your go-to at McDonald's?
Yeah.
I change it. I usually don't get much because I usually don't have money to get food.
Well, sure, they have the cheapest menu in town, right?
Yeah.
The dollar menu, see?
I don't know. I like the McChicken. That's pretty good.
It's good stuff. Very good stuff.
I went to a taco place earlier today.
Right up the street.
Nice. I like the tacos up the street. What is that place called? Do you guys know?
I think it's called Taqueria Habanero, like habanero.
Oh, right on.
Taqueria Habanero.
Very cool.
Taqueria Habanero,
It's really,
like
it's
the
on
pepper.
14th Street, yeah.
Oh, right on 14th?
Mm-hmm.
Very groovy.
Good foodie place.
Oh, I love the foodies in this town. We have the
cheap eat,
best
too.
foodies in this town. Here you go.
Thank you.
I'm thinking like maybe we could pull up some of the Anton Jackson show.
Yeah, it's a lot of me talking about TV shows and stuff. You know, it's interesting.
It's a lot like this show, but it's
Yeah.
Anton.
Yeah, I'll be going to Vegas next month too. Probably do some vlogging and stuff like that.
Nice.
So,
What are you going to Vegas for?
Just to chill. You know, it's probably one of my favorite cities out there. you
Why
know?
not chill there?
Absolutely, I love Vegas. You know, I used to live in Vegas. So,
No,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Absolutely, yeah.
But that explains the Elvis voice.
Oh, okay.
That explains the Velvet Elvis voice.
It's a very
I think.
cool place.
Yeah.
Is
Very
it
cool
true
place.
they had an emergency over there, a state of emergency?
Yes, because they didn't have enough marijuana to meet the demand for the.
Has that been lifted yet?
I think they're managing.
You're kidding. They didn't have enough cannabis?
Because they just legalized recreational marijuana.
Yes, I'm part of the celebration.
An emergency, state of emergency.
'Cause they ran
Wow.
Everybody send their spare bud to Las Vegas.
Oh, viva Las Vegas. That is so nice. I love the Las Vegas.
Help out a depressed
It's
gambler.
a lot like DC, but instead there's a lot of more fundraisers for breast jobs. I love the Las Vegas. It's very nice. Jay, you were mentioning to me something? Oh, yeah, the doobie? Or...
Oh, what
Oh,
video
you got
gonna show?
you got the Anton Jackson
Which one
show.
are you gonna show?
Oh, we've got the Breaking Bad
Yeah, we
one.
can watch that one. Yeah,
H-
sure.
How long? How long does it run, Jay?
It's long. I mean, we can watch a segment of it.
Yeah, let's find a nice segment, a nice ending point, and let's roll it. The Anton Jackson
Absolutely.
show
I love
on
the
YouTube.
plug. I appreciate it. How's it going, people? It's Anton Jackson. So in this video, I thought it would be pretty cool to look at the clothing evolution of Walter White in Season 1 of Breaking Bad. As we know, Season 4 of Better Call Saul was officially announced, and I thought no better way to celebrate this than bringing it all the way back to the very beginning and look at some pretty cool themes that we see throughout the very first season of Breaking Bad. I'm really excited to do this video. Let's do this.
So when we first meet Walt in the pilot of Breaking Bad, the first thing we see him wear is a sort of gray sweater ensemble. As we know, color is a really important theme in Breaking Bad, and his clothing in this scene really couldn't be any blander. I think this was done purposely by the writers to convey to the idea that this was a sort of bland and dull individual who had more or less lost all drive and creativity in his life. He's basically just going through the motions of life, paying his bills and saving virtually no money. He's kind of how the saying goes, sadly, just sitting around and waiting to die, even before his terminal cancer diagnosis. This is a person who once worked on groundbreaking scientific breakthroughs. He worked on projects that were awarded the Nobel Prize, and he's now just an average guy who seems to have given up on his life. He has no real drive or motivation and is stuck teaching apathetic high school students rudimentary chemistry. He's not able to save any of the money he's making, and this has put him in dire straits financially. And in this scene right here, he's obviously in no position to be able to cover an unexpected life-changing medical expense. And after Walt makes the decision to cook and sell methamphetamine to provide for his family, this really seems to give him a new, renewed purpose in his life. So in this scene, when Walter's getting diagnosed with terminal cancer, he's also wearing another bland clothing ensemble. There's no real enthusiasm or excitement in the color scheme, and the clothing is really dull as his personality is at this point. Also, something that I noticed throughout the course of Season 1 is that Walt always seems to wear a sweater at the lowest points in his life. If you remember in the last photo, when he's not getting any respect from the students in his class, and in this scene as well, where he's being diagnosed with terminal lung cancer, he's wearing a sweater. And it seems as though the sweater is meant to show a total lack of control in Walt's life in this season, where he is powerless to change his dire circumstances. Again, during the scene where Walt is quitting his job at the car wash here, he's also wearing a sweater. Showing that before he quits his job, he's really not in control at his life. He's working a second job just to make ends meet. And he's going to take his own life into his own hands after the scene. And it's a pretty cool to see the clothing development after Walter decides to make this large change in his life. After the scene where Walt decides to quit his job, we really start to see some color in Walter's life. We can see a subtle shade of yellow in this.
What is up? I'm here with some crow, it looks like. What is up? What is your name?
I'm just a raven. I'm just Raven Mad. Raven Mad.
Nice.
Yeah, Raven the Maven. I'm Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. That was a good show, Anton.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What do you like about Breaking Bad?
It's probably just my favorite overall story.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Why?
I really like the writing. I don't know. I really it's just pretty awesome to just to see the character development of like all these characters, and it's really awesome to see someone,
Bob Odenkirk.
Yes. Bob Odenkirk as Saul Goodman and Jimmy McGill in Better Call Saul. Very cool character. So.
I have to agree. All the Ravens that fly around in Hollywood here, that the Bob Odenkirk is very chill to work with. A comedian's comedian. Just like I'm a Ravens fan. Maryland Raven. Just I know the Beeve that was here earlier. Yeah. I want to offer this little poem. Once upon a prohibition, while a Republican Inquisition took many a cannabis strains and joints to a ridiculous point, once I joned, nearly dying, for I was too sober to be flying in the high, high, high suns of the sky. I stumbled upon a senator who voted opposite and yet was rolling kindbud of a strain I knew quite loverly, and he and I became quite brotherly when he realized... Oh, thank you very much. When he realized... Our poetry made us one. Cue the bongos! Cue the bongos! Where's the tambourine player? We have the budget for a tambourine player. All right, so...
I think Edgar Allan Poe would be proud of that.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank
that
you.
was some good stuff right there.
Thank you.
That deserves. That deserves a bike rental on me.
Oh, I get a bike rental on
You
you?
get a 2-hour bike rental.
Oh, Mandela.
Bike. You go all the way to Laurel, Maryland with that bike.
I would love a bike ride on you. And tell us more about the bikes. Where do people get in touch with you for the electric bikes?
Well, you just call me. You can
Call me. Great Blondie
check
song.
out the Pedigo or the Hybrid Pedals website. There's information you can book online for your rentals. You can also come in and just check out all the bikes that we have. But anybody that calls the show right now, I'll give an hour bike rental free. They just have to show at the shop at Arlington, and everybody that's on this program right now gets 2 hours. So you, and me. We all get 2 hours.
Yay, that's very exciting. What's the number that they call? Go over the digits.
Tuesday, I'll give you my number, 202-641-4141.
So if you're a fan of the Pink Fox Show, man, call 202-6...
Right now you get an hour free bike rental.
202-641?
4141.
All right.
Yeah, how about that?
Yay. All right. So we had guest construction worker Peter Petropoulos. Some people, you should be aware of their wake of destruction. With him, you need to be aware of his quake of construction. Yes.
Junction.
Anton Jackson is lifting off his YouTube channel, The Anton Jackson Show, and he's talking about one of the best written series out there, Breaking Bad.
And other stuff.
And other stuff. And I'm really excited to just, be working in... It's like he's the 7th of the Jackson 5, because really there were 6 Jackson 5s, because Janet was the 6th Beatle of the Jackson 5, really. And now you're a Jackson. So
I hope to live up to it. That's some high praise.
it's a legacy, man. It's a legacy that Quincy Jones helped create. Another great brain. Speaking about brains, a man who liked to make movies about eating brains, George Romero has joined the ancestors. May he unrest in peace. And we're getting ready. We're 6 minutes away from getting to release you to the Beast, who I've come to really appreciate. He has the next podcast. His name is Jefe. And he, last time I was on the Pink Fox Show, was discussing wrestling with me so deeply that I had to go and watch the series Glow on networks. Have you seen that, Maya?
There's so much good TV out there.
Like the pop-up.
You saw what?
I saw the...
Speak into the mic, my future, my darling protege.
I saw the ad for it. That's it.
Oh, well, I advise you to check it out. Do you know much about wrestling? Do you engage in sports yourself?
Not really. I'm kind of lazy.
Oh, that's all right. I respect that. That's very nice. It's nice that there are lazy sports. There's chess and ping pong, which you can get at 10 Tigers up the street from here. Anton wanted to know if they were like one of my sponsors, and they're not yet open to it. I love their food, and I love the refuge of the parlor.
This is ironic because I got.
Don't you think?
That
it's like
performs.
rain.
It's crazy.
It did rain today. It's ironic.
It's called Sticky Fingers Collective. It's a DJ collective, and they play at 10 Tigers.
Oh, do they play at 10 Tigers? Yeah. A lot of my favorite artists do work there. Michael Walcott produces a comedy show. I don't know where he is in process with his own flow of talent. And Love and Laughter will be there Sunday. It's didn't I have you come hang out there with us?
Yes, I did.
That's where we met.
Cool place. Everyone should definitely check that place out.
Yeah, they had a UK house DJ in, and here's the spin. I almost forgot. Nice. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, it's my midnight DCMJ hat. I like it. Thank you. Usually DCMJ is the cannabis legalization community group in DC, started by Adam Eidinger. And they make these little hats. These are called Liberty Caps. And we've given some out to some office holders. And, you have to earn one of these, but we'll give them out to anyone that fights for the liberation of cannabis and for prisoners of the drug war that need to be liberated. Slavery is not over. It is in the prison system, and we need to get those nonviolent prisoners out. Raw. So I just want to give DCMJ a shout out, and I want to say peace in the name of the late peace activist J. Houston Marks, who did a lot of work maintaining the 24-hour peace vigil in front of the White House, a lot of work for DC cannabis legalization, and a lot of work for Proposition 1, which is the end of nuclear weapons. And it is 7:57. You are in treat for a heavenly pop person. Oh, I should have wrapped it up already. I'm so grateful for that. Get ready for the Hefe. I didn't mean to take your time, bro. I think your show's sublime. We'll see you next time. Anton, want to rhyme? Good night.